Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to take a quick look at Jaba JS, a really simple A/B testing framework for web designers. It's designed to be quick to use and very simple. Jaba JS is really designed for people who use CMS systems or possibly just do web design. It's not really a coder's platform, and we designed it that way to make it really easy to use. You can find it at GitHub, this address. Sure, we're looking for some contributors potentially. Now, in order to demo it, I've picked up a really simple HTML5 test page. So a quick shout out to Chris Bracco, who provides a really simple HTML5 test page on GitHub. You can find it at this address here. Go check that out. All I've really done is mod that page at this stage using these styles. To see what it looks like, let's minimize that. It's basically this. Now, as you can tell, I'm a Visual Studio guy. And what you can see here is this is a pretty standard HTML5 test page with a lot of the basic elements in it, such as text, headings, paragraphs, etc., etc. Now, the only mod I've made at this stage is to create two styles. On a user interface side, you might want to change, say, colors, styles, or something else to make it more appealing for users. Now, in order to do that, you need to have two variants of a thing. Now, in this case, I'm going to try and change some of the navigation. And all I've done here is create a grey color navigator and a blue color navigator. Now, you can change these to whatever you like. For example, we could make the font bigger or change one to red. It might be a little bit easier to see, to be fair. So let's show that. And as soon as now we save that, as you can tell, nothing happens because, of course, we haven't attached it to anything yet. So in order to attach it, we'll start with something like this. In this case, I'm going to change it to use Navigator A. So supposing this was our baseline, what we'd see here is red text. We can do the same with other elements, such as the heading. But that's only one variant. In order to actually use it and make a second variant, you have to duplicate the thing you want to create. So in this case, I'm setting it as Navigator B for the second HTML test page. Now, by default, I'm sure the sharp ones out there are probably already ahead of the game. You'll see that you will get two elements. One styled with Navigator A and one styled with Navigator B. Now, JabaJS helps us with this because what it then does is, depending upon what, if you like, Google Analytics sends us, or what query string, if you like, is passed in, it will decide whether to show you the A variant or the B variant. So to see how this is done, what we'll do is set it up for use. Now, it's really straightforward. You just need jQuery and the minified Java file. And just drop them in there. In addition, you want to activate the script. So in this case, I'm just going to do something like this. And the final thing we have to do is set which variant each one should represent. And this is where the naming convention, admittedly, of my classes makes it really quite obvious. Variant. There we go. So this will do the title only so far, just to prove the point. That's the B variant, and that's your A variant. And you can tell that you can see the title has changed, but we still have the issue with these two. But that's fine. We just do the same again. I'm just going to be a bit cheeky. Copy these in. It's my A variant, and that's going to be the B variant. And as you can tell, we have a red link with a red title and a blue link with a blue title. The next stage is to use the experiment feature in Google Analytics to direct traffic to this variant as well as the A variant. What we have here now is an uploaded environment. I just happen to use S3 for this test bucket. I've also added the script that Google Analytics gives us with the tracking code in it. That will allow us, of course, to track the experiments that we run. And just to prove that this works, again, this is, if you like a live site, feel free to go and visit it. I'll keep up for a few days. Right, again, it shifts about. Now, the other thing I've done is start creating the Google Analytics experiment. So what we're going to do here is to basically create an experiment that sends traffic one way or another, just to see what happens within these page view areas right here. Now, I'm not going to talk through how Google Analytics experiments work or how to configure them or getting your tracking code. I'll assume you know that already one way or the other. But if you want to get in touch, feel free to ask a question, and we might, if we get enough interest, create a video to show you how it's done. There you go. So all we have to do is basically, after having set the experimental objectives, create the new experiments, set your minimum time, set your confidence interval if you want, and take a variant. Now, obviously, this variant hasn't been shown correctly because I hadn't changed the parameter, but there you go. So now you can see that Google will basically direct traffic to one of these two possibilities, either our A variant or our B variant. And then just carry on to the next steps. Set up the experimental code if you wanted to, and take it from there. And that's basically it. Simple as that. So this showcased how we could use Jaba JS to run A/B tests without a significant amount of extra code. This is really for web designers. It's not designed for coders, really. I know a lot of people use CMS systems, especially in the SME space, and can't easily make them behave in an appropriate way, if you like, for A/B tests and multivariate tests. So this helps a lot of small businesses make that transition into experimenting. I hope you found it useful. Feel free to drop any comments below. And I hope to see you next time.